Thank you, thank you so much for asking this question. The U.S. role, if any, is going to be indirect because U.S. is not a party to these negotiations. However, it does have a relevant significance because PKK is listed as a terrorist organization by the State Department, thanks to prolonged Turkish lobbying. Although PKK has not had any violence against Americans in many years. So one of the tangential benefits of any positive outcome could be that Turkey could agree with U.S. removal of the organization from the list of the terrorist organization. That said, U.S. is currently preoccupied with other issues. It is also obvious that the administration will probably have a more positive relationship uh, with um, with the Erdogan government in the coming term. Uh, it's not clear whether the US will want to be actively involved in the issues even once its current priorities are settled. For now, it remains largely in advisory and behind the scenes capacity and has not been too actively involved on the in the diplomatic sphere of the so far. I think it would take some time, and I think we're not nearly there because first the agreement would need to be concluded, and then Turkey should initiate the process first. So far, I have not heard any clear promise that that would be done, which raises a lot of questions. It raises questions about some of the former HDP leadership, which is still in prison. It raises questions about whether Turkey is acting in good faith or whether Erdogan, after making many promises and getting to the point of ceasefire, is merely planning to use not only PKK but the Kurdish community as a whole to bolster his support inside the country that is suffering from financial woes, to gain support for Turkish presence in Syria, and most importantly, to advance his agenda in Iraq and other places around the world. Um, if if the point of this unity agreement is to draft new fighters for its own purposes and put them on the front lines of the military, I'm not sure that this is going to be a great deal. A lot will depend on Turkey's own actions, whether or not they will revise the constitution, but more importantly, enforce any revisions to ensure human rights for the Kurdish communities in Turkey, whether it will cease attacking civilian outposts in Syria and Iraq, and whether it is actually sincere about its reconciliation or is merely using yet another tactical maneuver for a specific point in time for its own interests. In recent years, no administration has actively pressured Erdogan on regarding human rights violations in Turkey in general, much less Kurdish rights, and quite frankly, that issue um, mis has been a missed opportunity for the United States for decades. Um, Now would be an opportune moment to intervene positively on behalf of the Kurdish community and ensure that any effort to come to peace are sincere and enforced, and that there are safeguards that guarantee basic protections, even if the political mood inside the AKP or other parties changes in the future.